I think there's a few people here, but we're going to wait just a little while until some other folks show up. And there's a minute left. So, yeah. 1 minute. How are you guys doing today? Ah. You can tell when, hey, Michael, how are you doing, sir? Hey, Gary, how goes the battle? I was just thinking about you today, Gary. I wish I could say what specifically I was thinking. It was all good stuff, but I was thinking about Oklahoma, and I'm like, oh, Gary's there. I wonder what Gary's doing right now. Eric is here. How are you doing, Eric? Jeffrey Egan, hola, amigo. Van Shank Guitars, how you doing, brother? I hope everybody had a terrific Christmas. I know I did. Hi, Joy. Joy's comment says, hand pink waving. I think it's supposed to actually be a pink hand. Gary, I hope that nothing same as always is still pretty good though, amigo. We're going to actually be driving through Texas and maybe part of Oklahoma early next year, which of course is just a few days away. We're not going to be driving through in a few days, but next year, of course, is. Pops, what's up, my friend? How are you, sir? Eric says he's doing well. Beardo sent a bunch of pictures that I don't know what they are. Ben is here. Hi, Ben. Sean, how are you doing, Sean? Well, so let's go ahead and get rolling. And I was inspired today, you guys. I had such a great, hold on, I got to get my hair in my hat. The lighting here is tricky. So let's start with what we're going to talk about today is what it's like to have a YouTube channel about building guitars. And well, it's a lot of work, and there are a lot of rewards. For one thing, I know a lot of you guys here who are in the comment section, and so I've met a lot of really cool people. And I have always said this, when some of you might know the story of why I'm not working out of my house anymore. And if you're not, I won't bore you with the details. But what I will tell you is that if it weren't for YouTube, I wouldn't be in the luxurious space that some of you guys have been to, and some of you guys have seen on videos before. Without YouTube and without being able to meet you guys and hang out with you, there wouldn't be any shop. And that's a very real thing. And so maybe this is poignant for kind of getting toward the end of the year kind of stuff. But the reason I'm making this video is because I had a comment from someone. It was so funny. I really just wanted to share it with you guys. But anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for putting up with me, and thank you for watching the videos and commenting on the videos and liking the videos and subscribing and et cetera, et cetera. As you guys know, I have said numerous times that we are a full-time guitar building shop that just so happens to make YouTube videos every once in a while. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the work that we do. And I'm very proud of our guitars. In fact, one of the first videos that you're going to see in 2025 is kind of an ad for a new thing that we're doing. And I think you guys are going to really like that. Of course, a lot of the stuff that I do is mostly an ad for the shop, because how we make money is not by making videos. How we make money is we sell guitars and we put on workshops, and you guys buy the guitars and come out to the workshops. And thank you again so much for that stuff. It means the world to me. So but again, we're a full-time guitar shop that just so happens to make YouTube videos. Now, there are people who do the other thing. There are guys who are full-time content creators who happen to make guitars or happen to, whatever it is that they do. And that's cool. They are probably money ahead for doing that. I can tell you that that building guitars is not going to net me a Ferrari anytime soon. And I knew that going in. Hey, Brad, how are you? But one of the things that anytime you start to get into a video, like, for example, I'm going to call this like an ego-centric channel, where I tell you guys how I do stuff, and I tell you guys how I was trained, or I tell you guys things that have worked for me. And before I go any further, let's take a super chat from Brad, because there's no ads on these live things, right? Brad says, "Here's to a great new year. Love the channel and love the guitars." Michael says, "Salutations." Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Brad. Thanks for the super chat. It helps out quite a bit. Anyway, back to the whole egocentric thing. Anytime you build something, there are going to be people who do that too, and they like it, and they might agree with you, or they might disagree with you, or they might say, "Well, I'm not gonna do it that way anymore," or "I'm going to or here's how I do it too." What sometimes happens, though, happened this morning. And I know it's a long way around the barn, but what happened this morning really made my day. Maybe for reasons that you don't think. So what happened this morning is I woke up and I looked on YouTube, and I try to comment on YouTube videos for the first 24 hours. Sometimes I'm better about it than others, but I try to comment for the first 24 hours that a video's been gone out. And so last night we had a video, and it was just gluing up tops. And I think that in the picture, the thumbnail thing, it says using a hand plane kind of sucks. And I put that up for a reason. One, because, or I think it's kind of stupid. And I put that up because some people won't watch my videos unless there's something salacious in the title. Of course, if you watch the video, you'll see that at no point did I say it kind of sucks. I only do that just to get views. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I think I even threw some shade at Ben Crow, and I said that when I said something about using a hand plane, I guess I did say using a hand plane kind of sucks. Listen to that. That's legions of Ben Crow fans telling me I'm wrong. Ben is a very talented woodworker. I don't want to just say instrument builder, because he's a very talented woodworker, and he knows a lot about hand tools, and he has a big wall of hand tools behind him, and that's cool. I don't, because I don't like that stuff. He does, because he does like that stuff. Anyway, so I got a thing from a guy who I'm going to assume is one of Ben's fans. And I want to read it to you because it's so funny. Okay, and you can go and see this right now. I maybe he'll take it down later. I don't know. So this person writes, "Wow, how not to do it. That piece of plastic is gonna, Gonna, raise the middle of those plates so they will be glued on an angle, like an upside down V shape. Then again," by the way, no capitalization. "Then again, every vid I saw, 3 of this guy shows you without fail how to do or how little he knows. Really, guess as long as he gets some YouTube views, he doesn't mind." Well, yeah, okay. Let's break this down. The piece of plastic that this fellow or lady is referring to is this one right here. I put this under the boards that I'm going to glue together on their edge and make a book match with. I put this under so that the glue, that what little glue there is that seeps out the back, doesn't damage my my glue jig. So anyway, what his assertion is that this going under the boards being glued together will, and I'm going to exaggerate this, make the boards look peaked in the center. Now, I guess technically that's right. That's going to mean that in the center, directly under this paper, is going to be, let's see, 0.02 of an inch. Now, the margin of error for those boards is probably 10 times that. But this is going to be in the eyes of this person. This piece of cellophane is going to make or break the glue joint. So, Beardo, I do have better hair than Ben. You're right. So anyway, I replied, "Oh my gosh, you totally made my day with this comment. Thank you so much." And I put his name and then ha 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 ha. Somebody else chimed in and said, "Sounds like you don't have any idea yourself. What piece of plastic are you talking about?" So multi-revelator. This is the piece of plastic that he's referring to. So then the original, the OG commenter says to this person, multi-revelator, "The tape you put in the middle, most likely to not spill glue on your rig. If it was me, I would either get a big piece that covers the whole thing so the wood would be level, or not use anything at all and just clean off the glue afterwards. But that's just me. If you like your tops to be under a slight V shape, that's your choice." And I'm thinking, okay, so I'm reading this and I'm like, well, it ain't you. And I went to his YouTube page and of course there's nothing. So there's a lot of ifs there. If it was you, well, I don't see it. I don't see you doing it. And if I was doing it, and if I would get a big piece, where are you going to get a big piece of cellophane that's 2,000 thick that will cover up, a 20 by 14 piece of thing that, why are you worried about this? Okay, we continue. So I say, this just keeps getting better and better. I really do want to see some of your guitars. Do you have a website or something? Okay, now here's the best one. The original poster sent me this back. "Won't give it to you. You might learn something. Just because you throw together a YouTube vid doesn't mean you know what you talk about, evidently. Some comments are a pointer to something that you do wrong and could improve upon, but obviously you think you are S.T hot." I think he means hot, S-H-I-T, "and think you are good at what you do," parentheses, "typical American," and parentheses, "there's a reason why you don't evolve," parentheses, "nor ever will with that attitude," and parentheses, "but hey, as long as you are having fun, then it's all good to me," smiley laugh, "as long as you never look at my guitars," smiley laugh. I don't know how to unpack that, you guys. I'm imagining, okay, I'm probably wrong, but when someone comes onto my YouTube channel and leaves snarky comments about how this 2,000th piece of cellophane under some wood that's going to be glued together, and then says that I can't handle that, and all they're trying to do is help me. But I'm not going to let you look at my guitars. I think either this is someone who is just kind of goofing around, kind of horsing around with me, or is a young person who's just kind of bored on, like school break or something. Clearly they don't live in the United States because, or maybe they do, and they're trying to make it out like, I'm an ugly American, and they're not. So that's why I'm thinking again, I think this might be one of Ben Crow's people, and I don't care. I have nothing against Ben, or any of the guys who watch him. But I just think, like, I'm not going to, I have a website, but I'm not going to show you. Okay, so this is what I deal with every day. Okay, so then I go on to say, you continue to make me smile, my friend. Thank you so much. You are truly a breath of fresh air. To which he replies, glad I could put a smile on your face. People are too depressed these days. Have a good one and Happy New Year. So that I'm kind of thinking maybe this guy is just kind of, uh, uh, goofing at me and trying to see what I'll do if he writes some, nonsense like that. Because by the way, that is nonsense. If you're okay, first of all, let's dissect this a little bit. If you're worried about this thickness, your margins, your tolerances are considerably tighter than they need to be. Remember, we're going to send those tops through the planer, the thickness sander. We're going to take away 2/1000ths. Heck, we're going to take way more than 2/1000ths off of them. But when it's all said and done, and yeah, so I'm not worried about that. And frankly, you shouldn't be worried about it either. We're going to take a super chat from Gary, who says, had to pull over. Here's to the best guitars from the best shop with the most outstanding builders. Keep it up. God bless you, Gary. Thank you so much, my friend. It's that you know what? I'm having a great day, guys. I really am. I get to hang out with you. I got a really good laugh from the guy on YouTube, and so yeah, it's good to be alive today. That's for sure. Okay, let's just take a couple of you guys. We're gonna wrap this one up. I want to read some of your comments here. Let's see. Beardo says it's funny. Didn't Americans invent the electric car? I don't know. I heard that the electric car actually came before the internal combustion engine, historically speaking, but I could be wrong. Van Shank Guitars says, dude doesn't even have any content. He must be too busy selling guitars to Slash. Very likely. Jeffrey Egan says one of my very favorite lines in all the world, and he says, "Muddy waters invented electricity." That, of course, is from the movie Crossroads, and one of the greatest lines in that movie. And there's a lot of great lines in that movie. Doug Seidlet says, I loved it when he said, if it were me, haha, gotta get out of the basement first. Yeah, that's true. If it was you, you probably would be too busy doing this rather than talking about this on the comment section in a snarky way. So, hey, Dave, how are you doing? Jay, how are you, my friend? Doug, Dave, Steve, Gary, Brad, Sean, everybody else who's up in this part of the chat thing that I can't see. ER Webster, live on Monday. Well, have a great new year. Yeah. I sometimes I do videos and I don't even know why, but sometimes I do. And, yeah. So anyway, I just thought I wanted to share that with you guys. Cause I was cracking up this morning. Yeah, so thanks to this guy whoever who was making me laugh this morning. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I got to get to work because I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got to do this morning. Chris and I are going to be busy this week. And of course we're right in the middle of having a holiday in the middle of the week. I'm not 100% sure what that's going to be, but I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to connect with you guys and say thank you and tell you a little bit about what I think when I read some of this stuff. Man, I tell you, it cracks me up. So, there's a lot of people who do this, and they, and there's a lot of people who don't. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna get down to it here, and we'll probably do some more videos before the year's over. And I realize that's just a couple of days. I'm gonna get started actually in the next few minutes on the Patreon exclusive neck through portion. Daryl White sent me a super chat and he says, here's to keeping the keyboard Karen. Here's to keeping the keyboard Karen's alert. God bless you, Daryl. Thank you so much. Steve, I am feeling good on a Monday. Thank you so much. Van Shank Guitar says, have a great day in the shop. Stay sharp. I try to keep the tools sharp and my and my body sharp a little bit too, though. I think over the last week I put on like 2 or 17 pounds, and so I'm feeling a little dull. especially around the spare tire region. Michael Beckloff, thank you. You are much appreciated, my friend. Jay says, those who can do, those who can't comment. Maybe. You know what? There's a lot of people who comment with a lot of good stuff too, Jay. And you know what I'm talking about. You know, this is a cool community, and you guys are all part of that. So thank you guys so much. Anyway, gang, yeah, we got to get back to doing. Ben Shank's got to get back to doing. I hope that you guys have a terrific Monday, and we will see you before the year's out, and we will see you in the new year. We're not going anywhere. I have no plans to do anything, but maybe some plans to do some different stuff, and you guys are going to be a part of that too. So, Dave says, green eyes like the candle. We have a few more of these too. These are cool. And they smell just like me. No, they smell way better than me. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we will talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody.